Hi, my name is Lisa Tremolata and I'm from dominatetheinternet.com.au, and I specialise in helping real estate agents position and promote themselves online, effectively working less hours and making more money. So what about the ROI, return on investment with your social media? So can you actually trace back leads? Like what would you estimate an ROI would be?
Well, the origin of the customer is a inherently tricky thing to track. I always think it's like trying to remember the first time you had a Coke. It's like that kind of problem. And very often when it gets recorded by the agent who's actually working with that customer, they track it as where the lead came in from, where they were contacted from, which tends to be a little bit more on the syndicator side, or they came in straight through the website as opposed to social. So what happens is that it's actually very, very difficult to track. They may have seen 5 Foursquare tips. They may be a fan of us on Facebook. They may have reached out to us on Twitter, but that's not tracked as a lead when it actually comes into the agent, for example. So it's a really difficult thing to do, but tying together what we call sentiment metrics, things like we have the way that we think about Twitter, for example. If I just share that one example, we have a hierarchy of engagement for that actually speaks more to the lead gen, where sort of at the bottom of the pyramid is a new follower. And then of more value to us is like a retweet. And then of more value to us is a retweet with a comment. And then of more value is a comment that's positive. And then higher up the totem as it gets more conversational, that is more value to us. And then right at the top of that is a DM asking to be put in touch with an agent. That's right at the top of that. And we try to quantify that in terms of the amount of things that are happening every single day, and that gets tracked. So that speaks a little bit more to the ROI that we can internally track, and we do that for most platforms, I would say. But that assumes that people are going to directly reach out to us for business, which many of the platforms don't. Like we don't see Facebook behave like that, for example. But what happens is that we actually track the ROI of what we do in social actually in search. As we see more organic growth in search with no discernible financial investment increasing or decreasing, we know that this is having an upward pressure on what we're doing inside of syndicators or Google. So we track it that way.
Awesome.